When the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge welcomed their third child, they named him Louis Arthur Charles. Louis is a popular name in the royal family, and William and George have it as a middle name, in honor of Prince Charles's mentor Lord Louis Mountbatten, who died in an IRA bombing in 1979. Charles is a nod to little Louis's grandfather, the Prince of Wales, who said he was delighted to have another baby in the family when he was born. A statement from Charles and Camilla at the time said, "We are both so pleased at the news. It is a great joy to have another grandchild, the only trouble is I don't know how I am going to keep up with them." His official title is His Royal Highness Prince Louis of Cambridge, but he only has a HRH title because his great-granny the Queen stepped in. She intervened to override a rule put in place by King George V, reports the Express. Back in 1917, he set out new guidance on which royals were allowed to have titles, and who was too far down the line of succession to qualify for one. He decided that all of the sovereign's children would automatically become a prince or princess, as well as any grandchildren born through the male line. This caused a bit of an issue when Prince George was born, as despite being our future king he shouldn't have had the title. The Queen stepped in and said that George would get a title, and decided to extend the change to all of Kate and William's children. This means that even though Charlotte and Louis, who are further down the line of succession and are unlikely to ever sit on the throne, are also a prince and princess. If the monarch didn't make the change, it's likely that Louis would have been Master Louis Cambridge or Master Louis Windsor instead. However, she didn't make this change for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's son, something which has caused rows and confusion following their interview with Oprah Winfrey. It was widely believed that the couple didn't want Archie to have HRH title in their bid for him to enjoy a normal life, much like Harry's cousins Peter Phillips and Zara Tindall. But during the interview, Meghan said that it would impact his security. She told her pal Oprah, they were saying they didn't want him to be a prince or princess, which would be different from protocol, and that he wasn't going to receive security. This went on for the last few months of our pregnancy where I was going, hold on for a second. They said, he's not going to get security, because he's not going to be a prince. Okay, well, he needs to be safe, so we're not saying don't make him a prince or princess, but if you're saying the title is what's going to affect that protection, we haven't created this monster machine around us in terms of clickbait and tabloid fodder. You've allowed that to happen, which means our son needs to be safe. However, experts have denied Meghan's claims that it was different to protocol. According to a piece by the Daily Mail, royal expert Richard Kay placed an unlikely candidate, Prince Louis, as a possible bearer of one of Prince Philip's most coveted titles. Although it has earlier been expected that Prince Edward would succeed in taking on Prince Philip's title as Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Charles, the next in line to the thrones, seems not to agree with the idea. While the decision not to have Edward succeed Prince Philip will come as a shock to him, Kay believes the ultimate decision now lies in the hands of the 72-year-old Prince Charles. Prince Edward was a trustee of his father's biggest legacy, the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme, and was expected to succeed him as a patron. According to the royal expert, Prince Charles might opt for the title to be passed down to his grandson, Prince Louis, son of the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William. The Duke of Edinburgh title was created by King George I for his grandson, Frederick, and has been used by both Queen Victoria and King George VI. However, Prince Charles might decide to keep the title within his line, according to Kay. According to Kay's piece, Prince Philip's decision to hand his legacy to his youngest son was born from their close relationship. Furthermore, the late Duke of Edinburgh did not want the title to merge with the multiple titles available to Charles. Prince Charles and his younger brother Prince Edward are rumored to have a silent rivalry between them, and both parties find it hard to see eye to eye on matters concerning the royal family. There have been unconfirmed speculations that Prince Charles will shake things up in the royal family when he becomes king and introduces changes that will see fewer members of the family bearing titles. The palace has remained silent on rumors concerning the future of Prince Philip's title, and sources from Prince Charles' camp refuted the claims, adding that it would be disrespectful to the Queen to comment on matters of ascension. Other changes allegedly lined up by the Prince of Wales upon his ascension is to make his grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet, both from his youngest son, Prince Harry, become prince and princess. Princess Anne is currently Princess Royal, a title reserved for the eldest daughter of a monarch. The title is awarded for life, but in the future Princess Charlotte would be eligible for the title herself. The title has been used for centuries and was first used in 1642 by Princess Mary, the daughter of King Charles I. The introduction of the title imitated the French royals at the time, who awarded the eldest royal daughter the title of Madame Royale. Before Anne, King George V's daughter Mary held the title of Princess Royal.